Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're here inside today with the dogs. Tequila is here. Vodka's over here. Hi, bud. And Whiskey is over here doing nothing except wagging his tail because he's a happy boy. He's not a livestock guardian, so he's not the subject of today's video. But today I am answering a question I got about livestock guardian dogs and can they be both pets and livestock guardians? And the answer is yes. So the context of this question is the person asking wanted to know if they could have their dog be a livestock guardian during the day, so during the daytime, but come inside and sleep with them at night because they lock their animals up at night anyway. There's hair on the floor. I literally cleaned that up already. Shitty butt. Whatever. But they wanted to know if the dog could be outside with the livestock during the day but then come sleep inside with them at night because they wanted both a pet and a livestock guardian. And yeah, that can absolutely work. So these types of dogs, livestock guardian breeds, in our case they're Great Pyrenees, but there's several breeds. But these type of dogs, they love to have a job. They also love their family. They can bond intensely to their family. And that family includes the animals, but also you. You're a part of their family too. Now, full disclosure here, this is not going to work for every setup. It is not always possible to have your dogs do both. Be both your pet inside at night and outside looking after your livestock during the day. Sometimes the dog's going to have to be outside the entire time depending on your setup. If your livestock is loose at night, so you don't lock them up, your herd is outside a lot, and this is true for a lot of cattle farms, a lot of goat farms. Sometimes you simply cannot lock all those animals up. You may need your livestock guardians outside even at night. If you do lock up your flocks, if you're a small hobby farmer and you do lock up your flock, then it's entirely possible that you can bring these guys inside at night and during their off hours, they can be in the house with you, with your family. So maybe they'll even sleep in your bed. This man's a hairy man, so sleeping on the floor or on a dog bed is better, but when she sleeps with me at night, it's very nice. She doesn't sleep in my bed every night, but when she does, she really likes it. So if your guys are locked up at night, you might be able to get away with bringing your dogs inside and having them sleep inside with you at night. Remember that for them, their guardian job is going to take priority. These are working dogs. They are going to want to do their job if they are taught to do their job. So there might be times when they're like, hey, I know it's 2 a.m., but I need to go outside and check on the flock anyway. So be prepared for that if you do decide to bring them inside at night to sleep with you. Now, livestock guardian dogs are protective over their home and their property and everyone who lives on that property, including you. So if from young you have them inside and outside, they'll adapt just fine to doing both, okay? Because they love everybody. Now, you should start with a puppy. I'm not saying it's impossible to take an older dog and either one that was out with the flock and adapt it to being inside at night or one that has always been a pet and adapt it to being a guardian during the day. I'm not saying that's impossible, but it's a whole lot harder. So sometimes if a dog is raised entirely out of doors its entire life, it simply will not spend the night indoors. And going the other way, sometimes if you have a dog that was raised entirely as a pet, there is no way in heck it's going to want to guard the animals. So if you really want to do this, you can have better success if you start with a puppy. Raise that puppy in the house, okay? So if you want that puppy to be a pet and a livestock guardian, it does need to be in the house with you. But you want to take that puppy with you every time you go outside, even if taking it with you is kind of inconvenient. So in the case of, let's say you're just hi buddy. Let's say you're just grabbing a scoop of food and you're just running it out to the cats to your barn cats. You're grabbing one scoop of food, you're going to be 30 seconds at most. You should still take the puppy with you. It's inconvenient and annoying, but you want the puppy to feel at home both inside and outside. So every time you go outside, you take that puppy with you. They get to spend time out there. They should spend time out there with you. So just go sit and have a cup of coffee or read a book or whatever. Do something with that dog while you're out there. So they get used to being outside and then going inside, and being outside and then going inside. After a few months, you can start leaving that young puppy alone with your livestock for short periods of time. Keep it very, very short at first, a minute or two. See how the dog reacts, then come back. Slowly increase that amount of time that they're left alone with the livestock. Then they get the idea that being alone with the livestock, this is okay, because I always go inside with mama or papa at night. Okay, so get them used to that. Go very, very slowly with this leaving the puppy alone out there so that the puppy feels confident in what you're doing, right? You want to build that puppy's confidence. Now, this is very different than just taking that puppy and putting it out in the barn and leaving it there. Okay, that can scare a puppy, and it could result in a puppy that just never wants to come in the house. So if you want your puppy to do both, come inside and outside, start out the way you mean to carry on. Have that puppy inside and outside. Do both. And always bring that dog inside with you at night. Allow it to sleep where you sleep. And have it help you secure the animals for the night. So if you go out at night and lock up your chickens, when you lock up your chickens, gather the dog up, have it help you lock up the chickens, and then take the dog inside for the night. That is the best way to teach that dog routine. Get it involved in the routine. And remember, if you do want them to come inside as pets, you still have to respect their instincts. So you literally could be asleep at 1:30 in the morning, it's happened to us, and all of a sudden you all have to get up and go outside because the dog is saying, look, something's up, I need to be out there, we need to check. So if you are going to be bringing your livestock guardian, your working livestock guardian, inside with you at night, you do have to make sure that you are prepared to respect their instincts, because that is going to be incredibly important to your dogs if they're going to be working livestock dogs who also come in the house. Anyway, I hope that answers that question. There's absolutely no obligation for you to have these guys in the house. If you want to, you can do it. Ours come in, they go out, they do what they need to do. They're highly effective. So that's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Good luck with your pups. We'll see you tomorrow.